I'm trying to think of like some good differences. You know, I'd say the biggest difference is the level of play.
Yeah.
ACC to Mountain West, it's
Yeah.
you know, it's a little different, man. Exactly.
Of course, yeah.
Exactly, man. Forget it. Oh yeah. Forget Air Force, man. But yeah, I'd say the level of play, man, and I really like it though. Like that's probably one of the biggest chances but one of the biggest reasons I left Fresno was to take a chance on myself, to really prove to myself I can play at this level and thrive at this Power 5 level.
Wahoo Nation, welcome back to the Fifth Side. I'm your host, UVA DB Donovan Platt, and today I'm joined by a special guest, Jacob Holmes, aka Goldie. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, man. Thank you for having me on, man. I've been looking forward to this.
For sure. So let's jump right into it. Speak on the UVA defense so far. How has it been? You know, being a part of it, and you know your role in it. What you think about it?
Shoot, even from the beginning, man, I like how, we just keep getting better and better with every game and every test. I like us matched up against anybody in the country, man. Like, I really do feel like our defense is just continuing getting better by every position, not just D-line in a sense. I think our linebackers are getting better every game. Our back end is getting better. Our D-line is getting better every game. I just feel like our defense is very hungry, man. We some hungry dogs out there, man. And, we all trying to eat. Yeah.
For sure. And you speak on that getting better. Do you think how much of that do you think comes from like the camaraderie and everybody being together on a daily basis and learning? Because obviously, me and you, we both transferred. We just got here. So just building those relationships actually, obviously helps you play better on the field. So how much do you think that's helped throughout the season?
Man, I think that's helped a ton, man. Especially with every game, because we had what, 40 transfers, some crazy. We had a crazy amount of transfers. Exactly, man. And, it's good to build that camaraderie. Camaraderie. Sorry. Build that with his teammate, man, week to week on a week-to-week basis. Getting to know a teammate on and off the field. And getting to know him on the field is definitely, I'd say, probably the biggest thing that helped us get better every week because you know what I'm going to do, and I know what you're going to do. And, with that, with everybody knowing what they're supposed to do, that makes the defense go a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a good position.
Right. Now, I mean, that's the mindset.
Yeah.
Coming from Coach Rudd, just that spitfire mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Attacking the football every play.
Exactly.
Being relentless with your effort, no lows, all that type of stuff that makes us a special defense. That makes us, one of the best defenses on third down. Mm-hmm. And then, we're striving to be that best defense in the nation. And that's something that, is huge for us. And I think, we got the right guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the main thing. So obviously, it's been a special season here at UVA so far. What do you think has caused the team to be so special, just in terms of holistically, the offense, the defense, special teams, everybody in the group? What do you think has caused such a good season?
Sure, I'd probably say Coach E. I think Coach E, should get all the props for all this. He's the man with the play. He's the one who put all these pieces, what I'm saying, on the same board. And I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for what he does. He brought in the right guys and kept the right guys. Gave the team the right mindset to really believe, that we could go win something and be good. Because coming in, I heard a lot of things from people, like friends, just people that I know talking about, like, why are you going to UVA? Like, what is UVA known for? Stuff like that. And, I get here and he really instilled that in my mind that, like, we can win and we're going to win. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like that went a long way.
Is that something that you think sold you when you came on a visit, just talking to him? Did you come on a visit?
Yeah.
So is that something that sold you, like, in terms of, like, how was that talking to him during your visit?
Shoot, really just, getting his mission statement and hearing all, his acronyms and stuff like that really made me, like, give me a good grasp for the kind of man he is, the kind of coach he is. I really, like, I was telling down a couple weeks ago, like, the coaching staff was the main reason I came here.
Right.
And, like, I believe I was buying what they were selling, for being honest.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's huge because, just having a head coach that you can relate with, somebody who is a player's coach, not always gonna tell you what you want to hear, but tell you what you need to hear, and that's huge. Just for a team that's trying to trend in the right direction. Obviously, in the past, he's always had that structure and that model for what he wants, but they just weren't able to get it done. I think this year, like you said, bringing in the right pieces, and having that belief, behind, from the nutritionists to the janitors to the training room, like everybody having that belief that we could be something special is what has allowed us to really take that next step.
Exactly.
And we're still going. So obviously bowl eligible.
Yeah.
That's something that hasn't happened here since 2021, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Which I think it got wiped because of COVID, and then 2019 is when they actually went to a bowl game. What do you think about that? How do you have you ever been to a bowl game?
Yeah, I've been to a couple.
Okay.
I want to say I was bowl eligible every year I was in college.
Yeah.
Just last year we made it. We were bowl eligible just on the cusp, 6-6 my last school, Fresno. And yeah, I was in the portal before that bowl game. This wasn't really looking forward to playing in the Idaho too.
Yeah, and that's a rough one. That's for sure. I don't know too many people that show up to that game. So,
am I right?
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bowl eligible is huge. Bowl eligible is huge. It really is, just for the program. Just being able to represent our brand on a bigger level, and even more national level.
Yeah.
Because everybody tunes into the bowl games around the holidays, and really is excited to see teams that you normally don't see play each other. Yeah. Whether it's a little bit different now with the portal era and everything, that teams might be not at full force, but it's still fun to watch. So,
exactly.
And it's something that's huge, and it's something I'm glad we're able to take advantage of. Hopefully, we get some more than a bowl. That's what we're aiming at.
Yeah.
But just to be in that situation is always a blessing, and something that shows that the hard work that we're putting in, and that the organization is believing in is coming to fruition. So that's the main thing. So you just mentioned that you played at Fresno last year. You were there your whole career?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So just take me back through your football journey from a legit to now. take me through.
Yep, I got you, man. So originally I started playing ball when I was 5 years old. What got me in the ball is I have 2 older brothers, and they were playing ball, and I just would always be at their football games like, damn, I wish I was out. Like, damn, I wish I was out there. So, I got to the age where I was able to play ball at 5, and I started playing. I loved it, man. And playing ever since. I'm originally from Arizona, so I played my high school ball in Arizona. I was a 3-star athlete coming out of high school. I want to say some it's between 16 and 22 offers. I'm really not sure, high school at all. It all runs together at a certain point. But yeah, in high school, my high school recruitment process was pretty cool. I'd say it was a little unfortunate, because I was a part of that COVID high school recruiting era where if you ain't committing, then the first couple weeks you get an offer, it's gone. It's gone. So that kind of sucked to me, because I had a lot of great opportunities, but I kind of got played a shorthand a little bit. My junior year was because my junior year I kind of took off, because I went from 0 stars to 3 stars out of nowhere. I want to say I had 26 tackles, 5 sacks, and 12 TFLs in 3 games. So just off that tape, I got 12 offers, and I only had 3 games, but everywhere else in Arizona they had a full season. So I kind of, I got, like I said, I got a short of the stick, and so for my senior year, I wanted to transfer, because the school I was at, we only had 3 games, and there was no guarantee for a senior year. So I had to transfer, and I ended up transferring to the powerhouse in the city. It was all the Chandler High Go Wolves. And, went there, and there's a transfer rule in Arizona. If you transfer, you have to sit the first 5 games.
Wow.
So, my high school career, so it wasn't very long,
Yeah.
Thankfully, Chandler was a good high school, so I got, I want to say 4 extra games, because, playoffs and championship. So, all that came down. And then, by the end of my high school career, I ended up committing to Fresno.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So take me through your time at Fresno. Like, what was some of the main memories that you have from there, and just some of those relationships?
Oh man, yeah, I really did cherish. I really did cherish my time I had at Fresno, man. I love my brothers that I had there, and I was talking to Kazim Moore about this the other day. Like, we're both transferred. I was like, yeah, man, leaving Fresno is probably the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. Just leaving all those relationships I had. Not even just football players, like my friends I had. Like my friends that weren't athletes, my friends that were athletes but in other sports. My coaches, professors, just this fact, like members like of our like, you know what I'm saying, like people that are just around. It really sucked because I'm a pretty low guy, I'd say, and like just packing up legal was a hard time. But I really enjoyed my time in Fresno. I got a conference championship my freshman year. I got a good bowl win my second year. We always had decent teams besides last year. Last year wasn't that pretty, but I'm very happy with my decision. I love being a Capital there. I love being up here in Virginia. It's a little far from home, man, but it's my homework.
For sure. And even with me, I talked on a previous episode about how hard it was leaving, where I was, Army West Point. Just in terms of, like you said, the relationships, the people that you grow close to and have been through like those shared hardships with. Yeah, it's so hard to leave it. But honestly, you realize that you have to do something for you. Mm-hmm. You got to be a little bit selfish, especially in this process at this age. Like, you got to do what's best for you.
Exactly.
How cliche it sounds, I mean, that's just what it comes down to.
Nah, it's real.
And you have to be able to set yourself up, so you can continue to thrive in those relationships that you have with those people at your past school, and be able to, know that you're living without any regrets. And I think that's huge, and just gives you that confidence to continue to push forward. So obviously you told me about those relationships that you had with the people in Fresno. But tell me more about your why. Like, what keeps Jacob Goldie Holmes driving on a daily basis?
Man, honestly, I'd probably say my mother, man. Because, growing up, man, I ain't have it great. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have the best hand that was dealt to me. But, my mother always made something happen. My mother, she was a very hard worker. She cared about me and my brothers a lot. And she did a lot of hard things, what I'm saying, to make sure I had a good life and a good childhood. So, she's definitely my why. And I feel like she's the one who, instill these good core values in me to work hard and to, stay hungry and things like that. Just, so I can get to that next level or be the best me I could possibly be. I'd say my mother is definitely my why.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I always gotta, salute the mom Dukes.
Exactly.
That's somebody who, literally brought you into the world. So all the respect has to go to her. And I think I've seen her. She's been to a bunch of games.
Yeah, she's been everywhere.
Yeah. I always see her like on the shuttle when we're coming back to the facility after the game. And I can tell, she really supports. She really does. She always got on something to say your name on it. So, that's what's up. That's what's up. Obviously, like you said, Fresno is completely different from Charlottesville, Virginia. Yeah, that's all the way on the West Coast. We were just out there. At Berkeley, and that was my first time on the West Coast.
Oh, really?
And I don't know. You could I mean, you've been out there, so it's just a completely different vibe.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Completely different. Just the people, like everybody just seems different.
Yeah.
It's almost like a foreign country almost when I went over there. So tell me about like that difference and that transition from Fresno to UVA. Just in terms of the programs, like the football program leaving the Fresno State football program coming to UVA. What's the difference in the programs?
So I'd say difference in the programs was difference in the city. I'll start with the city. Difference in the city, man. Charlottesville to Fresno, night and day. Like, Charlottesville to Fresno is night and day, man. Fresno, you definitely get that whole West Coast vibe. It's in the Central Valley of California, so you kind of get that little bit of that Bay vibe, a little bit of that LA vibe. It's literally the dead middle of California. So it's kind of like a mixing pot. So there's people from San Diego, Stockton, Modesto, like everybody, from all over California live there. So you kind of get a sense of that whole Cali culture by living in Fresno, and it's a pretty cool vibe. But moving out here, man, it was completely different. So I got here at a different time than you. I got here early. I got here in January of this year. And man, my first day, I'm getting off the plane and there's snow on the ground. I ain't never seen snow in my life.
Really?
You know, being from Phoenix, it don't snow in Phoenix.
At all.
It don't snow in Phoenix, man. And I got off the plane and I saw snow on the floor. And I'm like, man, I'm like, this gonna be a long year, man. But I adjusted to it quick, man. And, like seeing my first like actual like snowfall, like going outside and seeing like the snowfall, like damn, like, it's pretty cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what it's like. So it definitely took some adjusting to get used to. Like at first, I wasn't really digging all that cold stuff. You know, I had my big puffer coat on with a couple I was layered up. You know, I was layered up. But now, you know, I can kind of take a couple layers off. You know, be a little bit more. You know, I'm a little bit more acclimated to the weather now.
I got you.
And since the program, though, I feel like Fresno and UVA are pretty similar in a sense of like core values. They value the same things. Like, you know, Elliot's a big school guy. Like, he really cares about us getting our education, and you know, really values our education. We have the same kind of setup at Fresno. I'm trying to think of like some good differences. You know, I'd say the biggest difference is the level of play.
Yeah.
ACC to Mountain West, it's
Yeah.
you know, it's a little different, man. Exactly, exactly, man. Forget it. Oh yeah, forget Air Force, man. Yeah, I'd say the level of play, man, and I really like it though. Like that's probably one of the biggest chances but one of the biggest reasons I left Fresno was to take a chance on myself, to really prove to myself I could play at this level and thrive at this Power 5 level. And you know, I really feel like I kind of hit the ground running. I feel like I've been able to be productive at this level of play, and I've kind of proved that to myself. But there's still a lot more I got to prove to myself.
For sure. So let's transition to your personal life. What are some hobbies or some things that help you get your mind off of things?
Biggest thing, man. I'm a fisher, man. I love fishing.
You've been with Kazim a bunch of times, haven't you?
Yeah. He's fishing, I'm fishing. You know, man, fishing is like the number one thing. I just feel like it's for me, it's like a sense of like it's like a way of meditating. It's like, you know, you go out there, it's just you in the water and your pole, man. You just, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch fish. You're just out there and it's just peaceful, you know, and it kind of resets your mind. You get to think about things a little bit more. You don't have to converse with anybody. You can just sit out there and just think about things and, you know, just be at peace for a little while. For sure.
And so what type of fish y'all be catching? Y'all be out there just wasting time, or y'all be really catching stuff?
Nah, man. Since moving out here, man, this is the most catching I've done.
Okay.
This is the most catching I've done. So growing up, me and my pops would take me out fishing. My grandparents would take me fishing, and we'd always go catfishing because catfishing is pretty big in Arizona. There's good bass fishing in Arizona, but I'd never really bass fishing in Arizona. But I used to do a ton of catfishing. When I moved out here, I got really into bass fishing.
Okay.
And I've really been bass fishing a ton. And it was crazy. I tried to get into bass fishing in Fresno, and I want to say I went like 17 or 18 times fishing, and maybe caught 2 fish my entire time in Fresno. So, you know, moving to Virginia definitely helped me with that whole fishing.
For sure. Hey, it sounds like you need a Bass Pro Shop's NIL deal.
Man,
That's what it's
hey, I'm telling you, man.
They listening.
Exactly, man. I'll take some cheap lures.
For sure. That's what's up. So tell me, give me your top 3 movies.
Oh man, that's a good question, right? So I'm a big movie guy. Like growing up, me and my brothers, we'd always be watching movies, like always. You know, we got Netflix. I want to say like we got Netflix almost when it at first like came out, and we damn near watched every movie that was on there. You know, so we was one of those. So you know, number one, I gotta go. Remember the Titans. Okay. It's a classic, man. Sure. My grandparents bought that movie for me when I was like 8 years old. Like I remember watching it like the year I got it, like probably like 30 times. I just love that movie, the soundtrack, the actors, everything. Number 2, I'm gonna probably go for Wall Street.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with Wolf of Wall Street. 3, I'm gonna go Inglourious Basterds.
What's that about? I haven't heard about that one.
Inglourious Basterds. Yeah. You know Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of his films. It's based around like World War II. I think Germany. Mm-hmm. So you know everything that's going on.
Right. Yeah. I got you.
But let me get your top 3, man. I'm interested in your top 3.
Oh man, my top 3, it hasn't changed much. I definitely got to go with Fences.
Fences, okay.
I would, what was the first movie you said?
I remember the Titans.
Yeah, Remember the Titans. So Denzel Washington, got to go with a movie with him.
Yeah, got to.
Yeah, so, yeah, Fences. Definitely Creed 3.
Ooh, that dude was good.
Creed. Granted, Creed 1 and 2, from some people's opinions, is better than Creed 3, but Creed 3 was tough.
Yeah, I like 3.
I like Creed 3.
The cinematography was amazing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was just the storyline behind it, and just the adversity that he went through.
Exactly.
In order to be a champion. And then I'd say third. I don't know. I throw in Grown Ups.
Grown Ups.
Yeah. I throw in Grown Ups.
I get down with some Grown Ups.
Yeah.
I get down with some
that's a movie from my childhood.
Yeah.
I wish they would have kept making. Honestly, they stopped it too, but they had some good movies. That's for sure. That's for sure.
And that whole cast, man, is hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I feel like anytime you get Chris Rock, Adam Sandler, to watch, man, that's gold, right?
Man,
that's gold.
2 clowns. 2
That's real.
2 clowns. So tell the people something that they don't know about you. Something nobody knows about you that really either shock people or be like, okay, wow.
Shoot, man. I feel like everybody can probably say this about themselves, man, but I feel like I really got great music taste. You being on the same block as me in the locker room, I mean, you get to hear something.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm all ears.
I don't know if you have better music taste than me. I can't say that you do.
I feel like I do, but you feel like, because the demographic of our locker room block is a certain way in which I can't play all the genres of music that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to everything, right?
You do.
And I feel like I know the best of everything. And even not even the best of the best. Like I say my it's pretty broad. My taste is pretty broad in a sense. So like, I like reggae. I like country. Like I haven't heard a single person play reggae out here, and that just blow my mind. Because in the locker room at Fresno, you hear reggae every day. In the lifts, you hear reggae. At the parties or the bars you go to, you hear reggae every. You know what I'm saying? And that was what was crazy to me. And I mean, it's we don't really have any like Polys or Hawaiians on the team, so that makes sense. But like I like reggae, country. They do the old Lineman block. They be playing that country music now. I don't know how you feel about country, but I mean.
Coming from where I was, I grew accustomed to country.
That's what I'm saying.
I grew accustomed to it, and it's something that I don't mind. It's really depending on the tune of the country music.
Okay.
Depending on what it is, I like Chris Stapleton, some of his songs.
Okay.
There's a couple other artists.
Yeah, that's Zine favorite now.
Yeah.
Zine don't play by no Chris Stapleton. Zine don't play by no Chris Stapleton.
So I mean, it's cold. It's some good people.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not my top choice. But I definitely have a playlist on my Apple Music for country.
Okay.
So I mean, I can't say that. But yeah, like you said though, in our section of the locker room, it's definitely a different demographic. I mean, they want to listen to the G Herbo, the Vine off 1700. Like, they don't want to. So
they be cheap all of that, man. So they don't want to hear none of my West Coast rap.
Exactly, and I think that's the biggest thing. Like you having that West Coast music. Yeah, it's just something that that section of the locker room, and really just the team doesn't really listen to, just because everybody's pretty much from the East Coast.
Exactly.
So I think that's where that disconnect comes.
But, it's gotta be. But I be trying to put people on, man. They be trying to block they blocking their blessings, and that's all.
Yeah, you definitely gotta diversify your palette.
Exactly, man.
Palette.
Exactly.
So that's
broaden your horizons.
Yeah. So to speak. So I've heard that you said that your favorite athlete is Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
So tell me more about why he's your favorite athlete, and do you feel like you channel a little inner Ray Lewis in your game, or how do you feel?
Man, yeah. So growing up, my big brother was a diehard Ravens fan, so it kind of led me to be a diehard Ravens fan, and I don't care who it is, every Ravens fan. Favorite player of all time is Lamar Jackson or Ray Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Or but. For me,
good ones on the radio.
Exactly. But for me, growing up, it was always Ray Lewis, man. Cause he just brought a different attitude and a different style to the game of football, man. Like, I feel like without him, football it would be a little bit different of a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how big of an impact I feel like that he had on the game of football itself. And man, just like I remember as my freshman year of college, man, I used to before games, I would get nervous because I played a little bit as a freshman. I'd get nervous for the games. I would just, you know what I'm saying, go on YouTube, click in, Ray Lewis motivational speech, man, and he get me going. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that, man. You know, I feel like Ray Lewis, man. He did it right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely helped me grasp the whole idea of football and how it should be played.
For sure. And speaking on that, this Ray Lewis, I think the main thing is his mentality. You know, we watched a video the other day in the team meeting about Ray Lewis, just how, you know, he basically makes it to where everybody is one heartbeat. Everybody's going out there as a team and truly playing for each other. And it makes it different because, you know, in this game of football, when you're out there trying to, you know, be an individual, it's just that much harder. You know, you need everybody to be able to be successful, and everybody eats. Everybody feeds off each other's energy. So, I mean, that's huge and a great role model for sure to have. So, in the next 10 years, where do you see yourself?
Whatever I do, I feel like I have a good chance of being successful in it, man. I feel like whatever field I work my way into, I'll be able to be successful just because I feel like I got that work ethic to do it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got the drive to get me to where I want to be. And I honestly think UVA helped me with that, you know, because like at Fresno, I don't want to, you know, it sucks to say, but, you know, I was there for so long. I started to build a level of comfortability, you know what I'm saying? And being comfortable every day kind of took away from my drive, you know what I'm saying? And coming here really kind of, excuse my language, but like lit a fire, you know, under you know what I'm saying? Lit a fire under my, you know, and really got me going. And I really feel like I'll be able to take these traits that I learned here and that I built here, you know, for the rest of my life. I'll be able to take this anywhere and be able to work it in to whatever career path I take and be successful in it.
For sure, man. That was another reason that, you know, I decided to where I was at, just that comfortability, and understanding that wasn't where I needed to be in order to achieve those goals in life. And, you know, it like Future saying this song, don't get too comfortable. You can't get too comfortable with that, because I think that spot of comfort is where it's exactly just being real, and that's something that, you know, I'm glad you had the maturity to notice that and really see that, okay, you know, it's time to make a switch. Wahoo Nation, thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Fifth Side. I hope you enjoyed. See y'all later.
Thank you for having me, man.
Oh yeah. So.
Yeah.